So you saw a love spell on the internet where they taught you that you can do the spell to bring in anyone that you want in your life. And you wanted that spell, you tried it out, but instead of the results, what you got is just disappointment. And even if you got the result, then the result was exactly the opposite of what you wanted. So instead of getting someone to you, the person that you wanted to attract, they went away from you. What is the reason for that? Well, if you want to know the answer to that, then keep watching this video and I will tell you the secrets behind love magic and why your spells are failing. So hello everybody, my name is Morpheus Darkson. I am a witch based in India, and in this video I'm going to be talking about love spells, why they fail and why yours are probably failing. So see, love spells are one of the most oldest forms of magic. You can find references to love spells or spells that act similar to that on every single grimoire that you're going to find on to the internet and even in archaeological records. Every single grimoire has at least one spell in order to attract or bring in someone to the person, to the caster. And the reason for that is that, according to various psychologists, love, the feeling of being desired, is one of the most primordial and one of the most basic forms of needs that a person possesses. And that's why it is very much something that I see on the internet every single day. I get asked all the time, I want this person into my life. I want this particular person to be in love with me. And I tell them often to not pursue this if they do not have the perfect mindset. But then they do it, and that what happens is that they inevitably fail. And then they ask me why that happened. And instead of messaging everybody, I'm making this video in order to tell everyone why the spells are failing and what to do in order to make sure that they don't fail anymore. So if you want to learn about it, then keep watching. And if you liked it till now, then I would appreciate if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn more about witchcraft, Satanism, and pagan magic, then you can click on the first link in the description below where you will find my Patreon, in which I reveal all my secrets that I've learned throughout my last 8 to 9 years of my occult journey. So if you want to learn more about that, then click the first link in the description below and join my Patreon, in which every single tier possesses individual gifts for you. So back onto the video. See, love spells are inherently dark magic, black magic, baneful magic, whatever you want to call it. And that will be interesting because most people are unaware that love magic are painful. And the reason for that is there are a lot of people on the internet, hippies, witches, who are traditionally light, who appear as light witches, and they reveal that, oh, I do love spells, oh, I can do this spell, you can do the same spell to bring in someone close to me. But the fact is, it is inherently painful magic. And what happens is that most people do not have the mindset to cast the painful magic. See, baneful magic, dark magic, all of them are different than light magic because in order to cast dark magic, you must have a different mindset. See, light magic is inherently a magic in which a person calls upon the forces and they instinctively have the feeling that I want to do better for the person who I'm using the spell for. And that is a mindset of a light witch. But a dark witch, in fact, is someone different. A dark witch is someone who does a spell in order to benefit themselves. And because what you're doing, if I'm not sugarcoating, then the base level at the core of everything, love spell is basically a manipulation curse. You're putting an emotion that you want into the mind of another individual. So what happens is that a very dark spell is told of as light and people use the mindset of the light witch in order to do the spell. And usually it works because the person already has some feelings toward the person. But, if they do not like the person, if they do not have the feeling that I want this person as my partner, what happens is that it causes backfires. The reason for that I'm going to explain in a bit. The first is that the mindset, all right? The mindset in order to use love magic and to be successful in it. I'm not talking about magic in which, I want someone who loves me into my life. The magic that I'm teaching you, the magic that I'm talking about is the magic that I want Julie or Eve or whatever, a particular person. I want that person. And that is love magic that you want. Probably because most people are thinking about that sort of love magic. So what happens is that when you perform that magic, you must have the mindset of the predator. What do I mean that of predator? And pull your mind out of the gutter. I'm not talking about that kind of a predator. What I'm talking about is that predator of the soul. See, according to morality and various sorts of philosophical schools, the world is divided into predators and prey. So the predators are those who believe in themselves, those who believe in their own will, those who believe that their will, their value is inherently more than that of the other person. And the reason for that is that they believe that they're special. They're special because, for whatever reason, basic narcissism. But you must have that ego. So while there is a need for an ego death, and I'm going to explain later on in another video about ego death, you need to have an ego in order to pull this up, because you're implanting the curse onto the mind of the other person. So you must have the idea, you must be working from the mindset, from that practices, that I am going to rule the mind of this person. I'm going to devour the mind and put my thought, my beliefs into the mind of this person. This person is going to be my slave. You must have that mindset, the mindset of the predator. And that's where most people fail. Even I failed previously because of that. The mindset of the predator, the devourer. That's the mindset. You must be thinking about yourself, not thinking about this person, I like that. No. It's not good magic. I'm not going to be saying that, you should do love spells. Those are very good. They're not. They're inherently against nature. And the reason that it is against nature is because people who do this, people who do love magic, are basically bonkers. And most people who do that, they do not have the mindset and the will necessary for proper magic. But hell, some people might even do this and be successful. So for them, I'm making this video. So you need to have the mindset of the devourer, the predator. It works if you're already a psychic vampire or you know about psychic vampirism, because that will help with the ego creation. The next part that I'm talking about is that the mindset, what happens with the mindset? Okay. After the mindset, what you need to do is basically you need to do a spell and you need to walk from the mindset of the predator. And then what you do after that is basically put your will, your belief, into the person. And what do I mean by into the person? I mean that you need to do a ritual in order to basically input a particular thought, belief into the mind of the person. Just throw it in there, jam it in. And what happens after that is that the person will get interested in you. The person will want to talk with you. The person will want to be in communication with you. They will be infatuated with you. And what happens after that is that either it works out, otherwise it does not. And what happens is at the corner of the mind, the subconscious of the mind, or the person that you do the curse for, they inherently know that something is not right. There is a small part of them that believes that this is fake, that this is artificial. So it will fight. What will happen is that even in a relationship, if it's very loving, there's going to be some sort of conflict. The person will reveal themselves to being narcissistic. They are going to have fights with you. They will hate some parts of you. You will not have an easy relationship because it is built upon conquering. You're conquering your target. That's the best way to say it. You're conquering your target. So most of my relationships that I've had love spells for, because I was at the same stage that you are right now, I did them and none of them worked well for me. Some did not work, some worked very well, and some worked good enough. But what happened with that is that it did not benefit me long term. What happened was I would have fights, it destroyed my mental health, and I realized that love spells are basically useless if you do not have the particular skills in order to harness and utilize the magic. So it is good if you want to particularly have revenge on a particular person. For example, let's say you have a revenge against this man who has bullied you or done something to you. So in order to do this revenge, you do a love spell to his girlfriend and then you sleep with her. So you're hurting the person. And for that reason, it is a good spell because it is baneful in nature. You're fucking the person and you're destroying the mind of the target as well as the target is the collateral and you are destroying the mind of the bully. So for that reason, it can work. There are various ways that you can use love magic and it can work well. But to be honest, I don't believe that most people need it. But hey, people have their own choices, man. And if you watch this video till now, hey, appreciate it. Most people don't, and I'm coming back into making more videos. I hope I can make more videos for you guys. I feel like it. I think I'm back. And this time, I hope to stay here for a long time. I will see you in my next video, guys. Goodbye. Have a great day. Take care and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Do the stuff. And support me on Patreon if you want to. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Have a great day and take care.